What's going on? This is Ivy Kingdom. First off, I want to wish everybody happy holidays. So, I'm gonna tell you guys about this mentorship. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Um, I had a subscriber question, actually from my Patreon, and I thought it was a good question to talk about. So I'm gonna do something different. We're gonna call this I don't know, OG wisdom. I don't know. I'll think about it. So, anyways, um, damn it, the email just. So basically, the guy says he wants to know if he should date this baddie. So basically, it's two girls that are strippers that he's dealing with, and one of them has three baby daddies, and she looks good, and she's a stripper and all of that. Then he has this other one. Um, this is what I want to say. I had it on my computer and now it's out of reach. But this is just what I want to say. So when you deal with women, you have to know kind of where you're at. So, like me, for instance, I can deal with women with different circumstances because, for one, I'm not looking for a wife, and so just that alone, like I think I think guys need to learn how to have more fun with the game. Like, it's just kind of interesting how um a lot of guys do a lot of ranting on the internet, but when you coach men or whatever, guys send you a lot of issues, and a lot of guys like relationships, but okay, sleeping with women and dealing with women is two different things. So you may watch enough content, or you may think that you have enough awareness about female nature and stuff like that, but when you're dealing with women like strippers and stuff, those are women who are experienced with dealing with and manipulating men. So even though you may like her, I'm not. I'm never the one to say don't sleep with a woman that you're not attracted to, because I mean essentially sex isn't really nothing when you're grown. It's not really a big deal. But the problem is men are over investing in women they're not supposed to, and overindulging in their feelings. So it's like you end up being in situations that if you had the experience you wouldn't be in. Just like the girl that you're talking about, I would deal with her, but I wouldn't be asking nobody should I take her serious and these things. See, the women with multiple baby daddies, we always look about the obvious, like, oh man, I don't want this baby daddy calling me, or just the obvious shit. But really, what you got to think about is the energies, bro. When women have different sex is one thing, but when the different women have different, like having babies with multiple cats and long-term relationships, that's a lot of baggage. So what happens is it's like you got to break them, and you got to bring them down to zero first before you can even build up on them. Because they got instruction from this dude that was right, instruction from this dude that was wrong. This dude over here, she took two of those guys is uh two of those guys' programs, and then this other guy who she was interested in, he broke that, and then she meets you. So it's like you want to meet a woman and have sex with her and maybe have a relationship with her, but she doesn't even know who she is. She's had too many different influences in her life, and beyond sex, I don't really see her providing you much value. And the reason why I said that is because you would be quick to tell me about the value if she was providing it. You would say, "Oh, she's submissive, and or she helps me with my kids. This guy got kids." Um, something other than the fact that she's batty and she gets to the bag. You know, um, especially if you're like a square dater. Like, what does that mean for you? Like, it doesn't mean anything. But I'm just using that as an example. The age and shit doesn't matter because some, I hear like some guys and they're talking about, get younger women and that's cool. But like a lot of these younger women nowadays, bro, that's like 23, 24, 25. Shit, they got more bodies and more experience because it's a generational change. So like you may meet a chick that's 40 and look at her like, oh, she's washed up and she probably got 50 million bodies, not knowing like, she probably didn't had four relationships, been married twice, whatever. So don't always look at like the young chicks as they're better. Like, yeah, you can mold younger chicks, but you got to know what you're doing. Yeah, if for some reason you act like just because you're an older guy and you meet a younger woman that she's automatically gonna follow you because she's not. That's not the way that it goes. So just because you meet a woman and she's young and she don't have no kids, don't automatically think like, okay, she's considerable because you don't know what type of high school shit she was on. Even me, um like Facebook really, really, really tells me. And this is a rant, like I said, but it's supposed to be a rant. So I'm not apologizing. So like Facebook will expose you to all of it. Like for me, um, I see women with like families and shit now, two or three kids doing all these things. And in high schools, they're getting the tran rain on them and having threesomes and doing all this stuff. But it's funny because if you just see their adult version, you wouldn't even be able to pick up on that behavior. So it's just like, but the cats that's like no one from back in the day, we kind of chuckle at it. Um, I say when dealing with women, well, at least for me, I try to get as much background as possible by asking a lot of questions. See, a lot of times, um, you get too much into, I'll say, you kind of like perform for the woman. You tell her, I'm doing this, I have this much value, I make this much money, I do these interesting things. And if you do, it's okay to like tell her that, but you gotta tell her in a way like you gotta reveal the shit because you spend all your time talking about yourself and the things that you have, and you don't even learn about the girl. You're not learning how to like. Like when you deal with a woman, you want to know her strengths and her weaknesses too, and you also want to know her triggers. Well, I'm speaking for myself. These are things that I care about, but essentially, I know that they're very imperative to learn. So, you want to get as much information as possible to kind of judge her character. And see, even if you're not, see, this is another thing. This is the OG Wisdom, episode one. Even if you're not like looking for a relationship or nothing serious, you still want like quality women in your life. It doesn't just because you don't want to wife them. Like you don't want a bunch of women who, yeah, technically you have three women, but one of them is toxic. Two of them, the second one is she doesn't know what she wants to do in life, and the third one is just a liability. So then that's gonna bring your energy down, bro. So you want to be around women, no matter how many women it is, You want to be around women that's gonna bring your energy up and make your life easy, bro. I've been through that toxic shit before, man. It is not the business. And when I was younger, when I was younger, when I was younger, it almost came off as normal. So you know, I used to run in circles to where we all were dealing with a lot of women, and it was a lot of gangs of bullshit going on. So we would exchange stories and things to that nature, and then so um I wouldn't feel like it was toxic. I didn't feel like it was bad because it was normal because everybody else was into it. And side note, I'm gonna just keep on dropping some game. You know what? Yeah. Let me tell you about No, I'm gonna make a separate video for that. I changed my mind on the wheel. Um, I'll just tell you if you want a heads up on the mentorship though. So basically, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing Zooms and I'm gonna be going through a few selected books. I'm gonna start off a little novice and I'm gonna get more advanced. I want to meet with my guys every week. I don't know how I want to split it though. It depends on the turnout, man, because I've been coaching 1-on-1. I apologize. I keep stalling out because I'm talking and my phone's going to lock mode and I got to like unlock it. I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. It's making me keep doing that. So so yeah, we're going to start, I don't know. Let's say we're going to start January 20th. Um and I'm just looking for like 10 to 15 guys. I want to do things a little different. Like I want to like do some teaching versus kind of like having open Q&As. I will do an open Q&A maybe like the last weekend of the month or the first weekend of the month, but the way that I feel is if you guys are reading these books and like exchanging information or whatever and talking to me, then you won't have the questions if you take the time out, to shit to get the education, bro. So that's what I'm here for. So we're gonna start on the 20th. Um, if you interested, if you are on my social media, then just send me a DM. But some people tell me they don't have Instagram, so you can email me at mrkingfee101 at gmail.com. Email me. Um, I'm gonna put you in the chat, and you're gonna send me your payment, and we'll just start from there. And then from the first class, like I say, I have to see. Cause let me say this, like, fucking here the shit goes. It's just like school. Like, so for instance, in school, working with kids, right? Based on the load that you get is how far you can go because you may have a couple of good students, but then you got the class clowns who disrupt the class, and then you got to readjust it and spend 15, 20 minutes on that. Then that takes from the lesson. So, parallel to that is like the students. So, if I get 10 guys who are well read and know a little something, then we can advance faster and have deeper conversations. If I get a different mix of maybe higher guys and lower guys. And when I mean lower, I don't mean like you're stupid or nothing. I just mean like, there's different circumstances. Maybe you're young, you could be 17, 18, or maybe you're older and you've just been in a marriage or a long term relationship, and you just getting back in the game at 35. So it's all different. But I just when I get like the first class, I want it to be everybody kind of introducing themselves and saying where they at, and not necessarily their problems. I don't know if you guys are getting the vibe of what I'm saying, but I just don't want it to be. I don't want it to be where you come and then you have these questions, and then I help you with that, and then the next week you have a different question. But I want it to be more work based than ask me questions based. Um, I don't know. Maybe that's not appealing to some, but um, if we are talking and I'm teaching and we're reading these books and we're unpacking these things, I just know from experience that frivolous things aren't going to matter. And I know it sounds impossible now because you may be stressed off of this particular person or this particular thing, but trust me, like once you open your mind to different things and talk to people with a different type of problems, um, double texting and shit like that is not really a priority. Um, it's not really priority. So, anyways, I'm gonna put the link. You can it's gonna be $100. It's not like nothing crazy. And I may even do $50 just for like the Q&A only. And then some people will want both. But I want a nice community of people who are trying to grow and trying to stay tapped in with each other. Like, I meet some of my friends, my subscribers, whatever, we meet up, do speaking engagements, chop it up, whatever. So I want to be doing that too, not just press one if you get me, because like Gemini's, that's just how we are. Like sometimes we have so many thoughts, and I don't know. It's as you can hear the rain. It's raining right now, so sometimes when we have issues like focusing on one thing. So I got a lot of things I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to just condense them in a certain time period. So yeah, so let me just try to put a top on that. Whew. So yeah, I'm gonna start in mid-January. If you're interested, give me an email, Mr. Kingfee101 at gmail.com. I may make another video about it, but I just wanted to elaborate it so that if you are interested, then you can get in touch with me now. And that way, I don't want people to like. That's one thing. I don't want people to be trying to get in once I already start, because that's gonna like fuck up the flow of everything. So I'm trying to like really give you guys some time in advance, because I know how this shit goes. And then if I'm already like 2 weeks into something and somebody come in and don't know shit, they're gonna like fuck it up. So I want everybody to be at attendance at the same time, at least the first time. Okay, and this is for anything. So we're gonna talk about books, my books. We'll talk about other books too, but I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna start with the Keys series, and then I'm gonna go to the Underworld series after that, and then maybe going on to the conversation series. But like I said, I really gotta gauge how many people come and then where people are at, and then once I kind of get a good vibe, I can kind of tailor my information to the people who want to come up. Because right now I have no idea. I could get 10 cats. I'm really looking for 10 cats, but it depends. Like if I get, I say 20 cats max, but I just know that it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be mix and match. So um, I don't know, but yeah, send me an email. Um, Send me a payment. I'll link you in. I'll put the link to the Patreon for you to join. $50 for the Q&A and $100 for the books and stuff like that. And then once you tap in with me, then I'll be in it, put you in the chat, and then if you have more questions, you could just ask me directly. Okay. What else I want to tell you guys about what's coming up? Um, I don't know, man. I just want everybody to keep a positive energy, a positive space. Try to upgrade everything that it is that you do. Um, like me, I'm gonna start doing meal prep. I eat a gang of fucking bullshit, and it's just time to like put a lid on it. I just be eating the most random shit. If you follow my food channel, you'll see 1 minute it's Chinese food, the next minute is something else. Like I really need to get on some clean eating. So I suggest everybody do the same. Obviously I want to do a lot more traveling. And if you guys aren't well traveled, I would suggest that you get your passport and really start hitting up the world and seeing different things, man. Um, just like Thailand, being there, like, I don't know, man. Just sometimes the energy be so good in other places. And I feel like sometimes I feel weird to be home. See, if people assume that, well, let me speak for myself, but a lot of people assume that, which place you want to go to because how are the women? It's not even about the women, man. When I travel and I just meet these different people and have different conversations and breathe different air, I come back a lot more motivated, and I have a lot more of a clear mind because being on your day to day grind can be a lot sometimes. Depending on what you do. Um, I also want to talk about like your circle and the people that you hang around. Um, I know for me, I have friends, brothers, all that, but I have tiers of friends, meaning like, you know, I'm cool. I'm cool with a lot of people, but people yo, I don't know what happened, but I just please don't let me have been on mute this whole time. We gonna see. if I if I had this video on mute the whole time, I'm gonna cry. But I just had to unmute it. I'm sorry, man. I don't think I did though. I don't think I did, but for whatever reason, it just went on mute right now. Um, oh man, that'd be classic. um, so yeah, just have tiers of friends. Don't. Okay, the best way I could say this is like, so let's say if you got five best friends, right? All five. It's just the same thing as with dating. All five of those friends don't have to have the same job, or they don't have to have the same like value. Like so, for example, for me, so if I got, let's say I got five friends, right? And so if I got a personal issue, like say someone died in my family or something like that, I'm not going to hit up all five of my friends for that issue. I may have one or two I hit up for that issue. If there's a money thing or something, I may have that other friend who I may hit up for the money thing, but I don't tell him about the personal shit. You know, like for instance, I love books and I love wrestling. Y'all already know that, but the point is like I've known people who 10, 15, 20 years, and we don't have those talks about books or wrestling. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, just because you're close doesn't mean that every single value that you need needs to come from that particular person or that particular group of people, you know? Like Uncle Larry, like I say, he's important in my life. You know, y'all have seen him before. I've talked about him and showed him, but I only come to him for his wisdom in certain things. If I had a girl problem, you know what? I would no. I take that back. I take that back. I've came to him with my women issues, but it's only certain types of issues I'm gonna bring to him. And so I feel like you guys who want advice and shit, you need advice and you just asking anybody that can help you. And you shouldn't do that, you know? You shouldn't do that. Advice is very subjective. Um, like if I do a video about cold approaching or something like that, I don't have problems doing it, but someone else may have it, But so I'm not necessarily making the video for me, and the video might not even be for you, but the video could be for somebody that you know. It ain't even got to be you. So yeah, that you'll stress yourself out of that. You know what I mean? Like even like I could have a friend who maybe he lies, but his ass is hella dependable. So I'm not gonna cut him off for his lying shit. The lying shit ain't got nothing to do with me as long as he dependable for, you know, my situation. You can mix and match these things however you want, because I'm not necessarily referring to a particular thing or a particular person. I'm just giving you examples, opening your mind so you can kind of figure out where it sits with you. Let me close this out though. So it's three things that I want you guys to do. Four things. The first thing is join my mentorship program, where we're going to be doing Q&As, and I'm going to be teaching and unpacking my books, and we'll be planning meetups and things of that nature. Maybe some speaking engagements. What's kind of cool is like you never know who you're gonna get, because it's like it's certain people who I may talk to who may even expose me to some new ideas, which always happens. Sometimes I make posts on Instagrams and I may have an idea and then people send me a better idea. That's one thing that I don't agree with to an extent. Let me just touch on that one. Let me just touch on that one because it's flip floppy. This one is just about on one hand, people will tell you don't tell nobody about your dreams because um they'll hate on you and make you change your mind. That's true. And then on the other hand, it's telling people about your stuff and you know them holding you accountable. So I think you just got to have a balance. I don't think that whatever you're trying to do, whether you're trying to be a truck driver or an artist or an author, I think you should have people that you can tell and help motivate you and get on board with your shit. But I think it's up to you to select those people. Now, for me, I made the mistake of assuming that friends and family would be the best support systems and the first people to tell. Now that's not always true. So what I learned from my experience is whatever you're trying to do, just do it, and then just do it, and then as things go, people will kind of be curious about where you're spending your time and what the things that you're doing, and then when you have something real that you can show them, then they maybe want to be a part of it. But one thing I will say is never like try to oversell your shit to somebody else, because what I learned is and this is just through YouTube networking and stuff like that. Like some people are really interested in your shit. I have people who want to invest in me and do things that I just didn't even, I was just randomly saying shit, but then it may hit somebody else on the head. They might be like, "Oh yeah, I want to do that too," or "Oh man, I know somebody that can help him out." And so that's the power of putting your stuff out in the universe, because you never know how someone else can assist you or help you, and they're not a fucking psychic, so they can't necessarily just look into your eyes and shit and be like, "You look like you need help." Like that's not how life works. It would be nice if it did, but that's not how it is. So you gotta put your shit out there, but just keep it away from the haters. And sometimes you don't know who the haters are. Sometimes you don't know who the haters are, so you kind of got, but you will know who they are by how they respond to the shit you say. That's the good part. You could easily get them to come out by seeing how they respond to the things you do. So yeah, on that, just find a balance on keeping your dreams to yourself, but at the same time, um, using your discernment and finding those supportive people. And the thing is don't expect, like right now, for instance, like if you got a big dream, you may not have the support system today. So don't try to like configure and manipulate the people in your circle to be those people. They don't have the capacity to, and that's okay. But as you figure out what you're gonna do, um, they'll come. They'll come. I mean, seriously, just through creating content, I got so many good people in my life that I feel bad because I can't keep up with all these motherfuckers. Um, like I'll just say Chase, for instance. That's just an example too. Shout out to Chase, good dude. You know, we did the super player episode. He's living in Dubai now. We chop good game and shit, but we just be missing each other. And it's hella cats like that who, if if I didn't do what I did, I would like probably talk to him every day and shit. But this thing alone is a whole lot of networking. So sometimes you lose contact with people, and sometimes you may not talk to people in a while, and it's not. Yeah, cause man, I just be talking to so many motherfuckers, bro. Like almost to a stressful point. Whether it's people at between people sending me questions, sending me girls, sending me memes, sending me wrestling shit, asking for advice, asking me about books, asking me about my books, ask me about my channel, ask me about, oh, they want to try this or this. So much shit, bro. That should be like draining. So it's always good to have. And if you do content, I always suggest you should have a content creator partner too, because um, they'll keep your head above water. Because if you don't, if you try to talk like YouTube and see y'all assume that this is my main platform. It's not. My main platform is Instagram. That's my main this is just my oldest one. But my main go to when I get up every day, I go to Instagram first. I don't go to YouTube first. But I still love YouTube though, but I just do so much talking on there, and it's just so many reports, and certain people only hit me on certain Instagrams. I gotta log in to talk to these set of motherfuckers and log into this one to talk to these set of motherfuckers. Like And I'm not complaining. I guess it's good because I guess that if I didn't have access to these people and shit like that, then I'd be doing it wrong. But it's pretty dope. Like it's a lot of actors that follow me now. Uh, Little celebrities follow me of movies that I watch. Like Leonardo DiCaprio don't follow me, no. But it's cats like from the shows from Power and shit like that. BET cats. I just was chopping it up with the guy playing Ralph Tresvant. Like hella wrestlers follow me, directors. So it's cool, and it's cool because the people who follow me like the same shit that I do. So the conversations that we have are based around the shit that I like. So like I'm not a small talker. Like don't just hit me up and be like, "Hey, bro, just what the fuck do you want, bro?" You gotta have some intent when you contact me. I'm not the small talk fucking person, bro. It's the wrong person. But y'all said y'all wanted an extra level rant. Y'all for sure got one. I know I've uh went everywhere and above and beyond, and that's okay, man. Like, because sometimes even though I'm talking to y'all and I'm trying to help y'all out at the same time, keep y'all checked in and tapped in with me. I'm kind of venting too. You know what I mean? Like I talk with my eyes closed and I just be thinking about different things and whatever happens to come out of my blah 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 blah. Whatever happens to come out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Um, but yeah, 2025 is here. It's crazy, man, and it makes a brother feel really old and I don't know. So that's the last thing. That's the last thing I'm gonna end on because I'm about to hit the 40-minute mark, and I do want to touch on that because it's important, man. Just be open, because you see, it's easy to say like if you 30, it's easy to be like, oh, when I'm 40, I'll be doing this. I'm gonna be like this, or da da da. Or when you 35, oh nigga, when I'm this age, I'm gonna be doing this. I mean, it's good to have a guideline and to try to keep it on track, but the shit gonna change, bro. Like in a few years, I'll be 50. Like so, um, more than a few years. But what I'm saying is, time goes fast. Like shit, I've been on YouTube years at this point, and it don't seem like it, but I don't know. Like sometimes people watch old videos, and I watch the old video, and I'll be like, damn, I remember that whole day. So YouTube is a good way to like journal your life also. So it's not always about becoming the big fucking star and all this shit. Cause let's say I had a son and let's say I passed away. Okay. So I had a son, I passed away. My father passed away when I was 3. So let's say he 3. So let's say when he get 5, kindergarten, that's just the talking age, walking, talking, knowing shit age. My son he got so much content of mine that he could watch that he could feel like he knew me when he never met me. Like I wish I had that type of shit with my dad where I could just look at my dad and stuff. You feel me? Like it's kind of crazy that my father, my sister and my brother know him, but I don't know him and shit. So it's just like, damn, it's kind of unfair because he's my fucking dad and shit. But y'all telling me all these things about him and I don't even know him. But they say that we had the same walk, the same smile, but I don't really have too many pictures of him, and it would just be just small shit like that. Like it would be cool just to see how my dad walks. Like I don't even, I don't remember. I was 3. I don't remember. Like it'd be cool to like, how did he laugh? I don't know. So just things like that. Like my son could see like my whole personality, how I interact with women, how I interact with other dudes, my personality, just evolution, just all of it, without even meeting me because of content. So that's why I try to, I'm real. Like I use profanity and stuff like that, but I'm not as ratchet as I could be. I could be doing all types of shit that I don't do. So I still try to be conservative but real. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be on here like a corny ass and be like, yeah, like that's not how you fucking talk, and it's not. So I don't want to talk like that, but I do have some sense at the same time. So, um, yeah. Well, this is my first time like doing a super rant like this. I've done it on Patreon before, so my Patreon people know, but it's not nothing that I really do on YouTube. But hey, if you want to, like I said, get some coaching, dominancemindset.org. If you're interested in my mentorship, Mr. King Fee 101 at gmail.com, or just send me over um, a message. I'll put the links in there. If you wanna if you wanna get on the $100 Patreon, that's what it's for. So you'll see, like you could obviously you have my bad. Yeah, you have access to 1,000 videos, all of that stuff too, and raw content. Because actually, um, like people don't know, like I got more content off of YouTube than YouTube. So like according to YouTube, I think I got 850 videos. But on Patreon, I think I might have like 1,200 videos. So I actually have maybe 1,300. So almost double the videos that are on YouTube. So YouTube is just half of my content, you know. So just like on YouTube, I'm pushing like 3 million views, but really it's like 4 million, I think, probably at this time because I got 1,000 plus videos. Once you take the videos down from YouTube, it takes the views away too. So it doesn't show your private views; it only shows your public views. So approaching 4 million views, which is good, and then on the YouTube side, 3 million. Obviously, I wish it was more, but the first million is always the best. And matter of fact, let me give you an update. So, remember on the last video, what was the last video called? It was like 2 videos ago. God damn it, what was it? Okay, I did the one with CC, I did the one with Goldie, and it's the one before that. So, anyways, I was referring to a video that was going viral at the time, and I said it was at 960. How do I remember the number I said? That's crazy. 967,000. Well, that was like a week or two ago. So the update is shit is at 3.9 right now. So it's at 3 million.9 on that post, on that reel. So it'll hit 4 million, which is cool. Um, so that's crazy. Like damn, some shit that so that's why you just gotta work, bro, and gotta do shit. So it's just like wow, some shit that I randomly was looking at and did a reel on got more views than my whole YouTube channel the whole years. That's crazy. Hella views in just one, and then I could just do one goddamn thing, and it more than all of that. That's crazy. Right now, obviously, YouTube, I get more watch time because I got long ass pieces of content. But y'all get the point what I'm saying. And if you don't get the point what I'm saying, it's just like, just do random shit. You always try to plan it. Cause even like me, when I post on IG, I post on the schedule, and I got a time that I do it. So that particular time, um, I was at matter of fact, I was sick that day. I was sick that day. So I posted evening time, like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, which I never do, never even done before. Like if you peep, I drop my YouTube videos. When I do drop them, I drop them on the late night. And the reason why I do that is because I just want to go to bed. So I do it and then I go to bed, because if I post a video in the daytime, what happens is I just be watching that shit the whole day, seeing what it's doing and shit. So I rather kind of wake up to it. Like, oh, okay, it's decent. Oh, okay, it's cool. Like I can kind of tell how cool the video is by where it's at when I wake up. But on IG, I be hitting the cats off in the morning because people be at work. They want to see funny shit, just like me. When I get down, I be whipping my phone. Like, let me look at some funny shit. So what's the same thing? It's the same thing. So if y'all want another extra level tangent, rant, whatever, put a peace sign part 2 in the chat. Make sure you, like I said, check out the $100 tier Patreon for the books and the mentorship, and the $50 tier for the Q&A. We'll do those weekly, bi-weekly, and then yeah, you get access to the perks that I say on there. That's already perks, all the videos and video requests. So you get those perks, and then you get the perks of everything under it, which is like video. Yeah, and y'all give me some more video requests too. Like I be trying to like give y'all an open field to like do it, and then y'all be acting scared, and sometimes y'all be asking me questions, but sometimes they be a little vague because y'all be want to embarrass yourselves or not sound player. But I'm not gonna like put your face on the screen and say your name. So what difference does it make? Just tell me the real shit, and then I can give you the real advice. Like I'm not about to embarrass you or say no crazy shit about you. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, subscribe, share it, listen to it back. Listen to it in parts. If you looked at it and it was just like, oh shit, 47 minutes. Okay, well, watch the shit in 15-minute increments, 15, 30, 45. Watch it in 3 parts. Watch it in two 20-minute segments. Watch it in a 40-minute segment with a 6-minute segment. I don't care, but make sure you watch the whole thing, because if you miss 1 minute, you miss 1 minute of information. All right. So, um, I've been in a good place in life, and I hope y'all are too. Sending y'all peace, love, positive energy. Uh, Abuse that passport. Read some books and learn from your mistakes. And learn from watching others too. Don't always learn when you fuck up. Watch other motherfuckers fuck up too and be like, oh shit, I can't do that. Don't never think you above learning from watching. All right. Uh, I think that's all I wanted to say. Shit, that was enough. Um, yeah. Peace, happy holidays, man, and that's it.